Good up.
This is Channel 253.
On this episode of the Grit and Grain Podcast.
People are going over, picking fresh hops that are not kilned, not dried, not preserved in any way, taking them literally off of the plant, and then loading up their cars, trucks, vans, whatever the fuck they have, and driving directly to their brewery where their wort is already boiling, where their beer is already being made, so they can dump all of those extremely fresh, just picked off the plant hops into the beer. And what you get is a beer that is like explosive, aromatic, way more flavorful than most beers are throughout the year.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you.
Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, where we explore and celebrate the craft beer industry, community, and history in Tacoma, Washington, and surrounding Pacific Northwest areas. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, coming to you guys from Peaks and Pints in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh my
God! Wow! All right. It's like a cartoon character. My name is Matt McLaren. I'm here as always with Ron Swarn.
Well, hello.
How's it going, Ron?
I'm basically a walk-in fresh hop IPA. Late harvest, a little sticky, and smelling suspiciously like a Yakima tractor.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Hot.
Perfect. Our resident pro brewer and line cleaner, Bethany Carlson, is on mic. What's up, Bethany?
Hi, not much. How are you guys?
Good. Yeah, I'm glad to be back here. Our last episode, if you guys caught it, was we were on location at Brew 53, which was great. But today I felt like just having a beer.
It was loud too. It was hard to hear ourselves talk. I was trying to tune out the noise, which was great. It was really fun.
It was
fun episode. Yeah.
Live shows are fun. It's always like a little, I don't know, it's like a little jarring trying to talk to a huge audience. These guys all come out and hang out, and that's great. But yeah, like hundreds of people trying to get their attention is always a little weird. Yeah. Phaedra's on mic. What's up, Phaedra?
I'm here.
You're good.
I'm here.
And then Doug is also on mic today.
Thank you for asking. That's the Belhaven Scottish Ale. on the Nitro, right?
Gonna ask in a minute. Sam's guest today. We just wanted to hang out and have a beer. However, it is kind of the eve of fresh hop season.
The eve.
They're actually being picked up today.
I saw some posts about people picking up fresh hops today.
Wow.
Everybody's doing their first harvest runs literally right now. I saw some very exciting Instagram posts about that.
What kinds of hops did you see? Any specific?
I only saw early. Ron might know. Early harvest this year.
Mosaic
is early.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then I think
Strata.
Centennial.
Strata's next week.
Next week? Okay.
Yeah. Mosaic and Centennial this week.
Okay. Mosaic, that's funny that it's I feel like it's always mid-season.
Yeah, Yakima.
I know.
Yakima Chief has released them today.
Yeah.
I haven't brewed in a while, but when I was brewing, it would be do you want to get out the soonest and have not the greatest hops? Do you want your beer to come out the fastest?
I'm totally wrong about Mosaic.
Are you?
Yep.
Centennial
but I'm right about
Cascade.
Centennial.
Okay, cool.
Centennial.
But no, to Bethany's point, that's a really cool, that's a good distinction to make, because I think people don't always know that that's even a thing, because there are breweries who work really hard to get shit out early, and then there are breweries who wait for best harvest, and then they might make a beer with a hop that you saw 2 weeks ago during fresh hop season, but it's the best version of that. And I have my breweries are known for that shit. That's why I'm selling fresh hops into October, but it's because they waited for the actual best harvest.
Yeah.
So very hop forward episode. There's no fresh hops out yet because everybody's just picking up their hops for their first brews now. But there is some breweries that we know to watch out for. Hopefully, if you guys listened to our recaps last year, you know to watch out for. Michael and Austin came on, and between the two of them have, I think, tried 150 plus fresh hops. Yeah. They mostly tried a lot of the same ones, but if you include their non-overlaps, it was 150 plus. And Austin, who I now just call the local hop sage, released his little what I'm looking for version. what I'm looking for list in terms of like what breweries he's excited to like try fresh hops from. So I want to go through that and see what's going on and who's releasing what. Plus, I also work with like a bunch of local breweries, and I have some sweet inside knowledge on who's doing what and when. So we're going to talk about that.
Oh boy.
But before we do, what are you guys drinking?
McLaren.
You. Yeah,
Drinking, I did an Orcus flight in honor of Matt.
A Matt
today.
flight?
Yeah, a Matt flight.
I'm also
so
drinking
fun.
that.
Yeah.
So you got all over the board beers.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So we have, let's see. It is super all over the board. Also, this is very thoughtful, Ron. This is the nicest love letter is the beers that you chose for this particular flight.
Right. Lovely.
So Mortalis, Smoothie Sour, Japas, Oishi, which is a Brazilian brewery started by 3 Japanese women that we just started working with. Larrabee, like some of the best fucking lagers on the planet right now. Anchorage, and then Monkless, which was, I think, the very first brand that I like brought into, at least by myself,
Okay.
the first brand that I brought
Yeah.
into Washington,
Cool.
like as a, as like a decision maker at my job. Thanks, Ron.
You're welcome.
I'm glad these are all good beers too. I feel
Well,
like
and it's a pretty, it's a pretty flight too.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
very
really,
colorful.
yeah, it's nice and varied and all that.
Yeah, the Hydras. Just enjoying the
It's so good.
So good.
Phaedra, what do you have?
I have the very last of the Machine House Dark Mild.
Oh, that's what was going on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
blue.
Blew the keg.
It blew.
Nice.
You got the same,
It's
Doug?
delicious.
No, I have the
Doug has,
Bellhaven
as-
Scottish Ale on
Nitro,
Nitro,
on Nitro, which I might get.
which
next.
was lovely, wasn't it?
dude. Yeah, that was the most gorgeously cascading nitro pour I think I've ever seen.
It was fabulous.
Yeah.
I love a Nitro.
Yummy stuff.
It was like perfect, like stratified layers of like foam gradient. It
and
was-
available in a can in the cooler here at Peaks and Pints.
Correct.
So come in and get it when it goes
Yeah.
off tap.
I don't mean to gas you up, Ron, but your tap list right now is fucking like pretty superb.
Thank you.
You have like this crazy mix of like I can't remember the last time I saw Bellhaven on draft anywhere. On Nitro, regardless. But also it's like Freem Pilsner, and then also Mortalis, and then also like fucking San Juan Black Boar, which I feel like people don't know how good that beer is.
It's such a good porter.
That might be
I
one of
don't
the
know.
best English porters that anybody makes. You should try that next
I
time.
will.
Porter?
I will
Yeah,
do that on
that
the
beer
break.
is unbelievable. We worked with them for a little while, and we just weren't.
San Juan, is that what you said? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly like a small tourist brewery, but they make really good like European style stuff, and their shit is excellent.
That Mortalis stout at the end of the
Oh,
line.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
unreal.
Time for a break.
Phaedra, is that the most chocolatey thing you've ever
It's
tasted?
just delicious.
Yeah.
The Mortalis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Mortalis.
Yeah,
I
dude.
forget what is the name of it.
I mean, I
it's
keep wanting to
it's a
call it
name I can't
Achilles, but-
pronounce.
ACHLYS.
Something like that. Anyway,
Nicholas.
it's delicious. The pastry stout. I'm not even gonna try. You can try. I'm not.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
Yeah, and Boat Drinks is on too.
and
And that actually clogged my line. I had to bump up the pressure
Shit, sorry.
to get it started. And then once I got it started, it was fine.
I heard there was some tinkering.
You gotta turn it up to
Smoothie
like.
beers.
Chuckanets,
I turned up like
rye
55.
lager.
Holy shit. Yeah, chucking out rye lager.
Rye
is on
lager
right
is on
now.
as well. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a lot to choose
And then
from.
an Uprise and like a Fort George collab. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
it's a lot.
tap list today.
Thanks.
Jesus, man. Bethany, what are you drinking?
I have Kings and Daughters, Southern Sky, Tropical India Pale Ale. It's very good.
Awesome.
One of their
love their-
newest.
one of their
I was
newest.
saying? Yeah.
I love their
Very
cans.
good.
They're just
I
so
know.
beautiful and they're
So pretty.
simple.
Very elegant.
Yes, yes, nicely done.
We should shout out the artist. Who is it?
All of their
Casey
stuff.
McMacken. Casey McMacken.
Beautiful.
Good work.
Oh, it's Casey McMuck.
Their labels are so good.
Yeah, they're great.
So yeah, we're like I said, we're right coming up into fresh hop season, which is a wild time of year, but also like the best time of year. And yeah, there was let's see who posted today about going to do harvest stuff. I saw Gold Dot driving up to Cloudburst to do a collab.
Oh, they were taking the hops to
They were
Cloudburst
taking
like
the house
today.
to Cloudburst today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who else was out there?
Could have
today?
got it. Grabbed Kevin. Oh, yeah. He's driving right by.
He's busy right now.
That's still a possibility. We'll work on
But
that.
yeah, Gold Dot Cloudburst collab is of course going to be fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also, I guess, to clarify my stuff earlier, like, early hops aren't always not good hops. Of course they are. But, like, I think everybody kind of knows that, like, Two Beers, for instance, was, super well known for getting a fresh hop beer out on like August 8th. And everybody else was like, how the fuck are you doing this? And it's not that it wasn't good, but there was definitely like later season beers that were like really punchy and very aromatic. And, there can be a pretty big difference between like early harvest and prime harvest.
Yeah, they were often the only one for a week.
Yeah. Which, they dominated for that full week.
Yeah, they did.
That was great.
Yeah.
Who's like first to market these days? Is Hellbent still kind of in that? Like, do they kind of? Is there anybody anymore who's like taken over the mantle of like first to market fresh hops?
I can't think of any except all I can think of is Stormbreaker and their 17 releases. One of them has got to be early.
Yeah. Vice is doing that this year too. I think they have 11 or 12.
Barlick also
nuts.
does a whole bunch.
Sure.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Both fantastic breweries.
Yeah, they both win awards with those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bellbreaker posted about, and they have like, I don't know, 15 or 18 planned or something
Wow.
crazy like that too
Yeah.
as well. It's just the numbers. I think it's amazing when
Matthew,
you think of how
I'm sorry.
fast, how short of time you have to do that. Man.
Oh yeah.
What's the word on Old Schoolhouse?
As far as I know, there's probably going to be 2, but maybe 3.
Okay.
I think Hop Massager is staying this year, which is like one of the best. Fresh Hop Stowaway.
What about Kapow?
They still did Kapow last year.
Okay.
However, with Skookum being like officially up for sale, and I think maybe having
what?
been, Skookum was up for
wait,
sale.
what?
Yeah, Ron is Dunzo. So yeah, I think somebody may have purchased Skookum, but like without. I mean, it was really like a Kyle and Hollis collab. So they still did it after Hollis left, but it just didn't have the same.
Where's
punch.
Angel going to go?
I don't know. He has to stay.
He has to.
He has to stay. He's the face of that. Have you guys ever been up to Skookum?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh, my
Well,
Dang
yes,
it.
but I'm not sure
I
who
haven't.
you're
I've always
talking
meant to
about.
go up there and just haven't been there yet.
Angel's like
Been
the
there.
big dude, like big bearded guy who is like has I think he's got like one long strand of ponytail and then usually has a kilt on. But he looks like he could lift a fucking semi truck. He is enormous and is like the sweetest guy ever.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the future of like Skookum is, but I also don't know what the future of like their historical collabs are, like Kapow. For a minute, Kapow was like one of the best beers
I agree.
I had ever had. It was actually Robbie at Edison City Ale House who made me try that beer the first time. I had like just got a job at Orcas. I've probably told the story before, but I just got a job at Orcas, and he was like had family from the Twisp area, so he was way more familiar with Old Schoolhouse than I was, and he was the first person to be like, no, these guys are like one of the best hoppy beer breweries in the state. Trey and the Red Hot folks kind of knew that too, but I just didn't, I worked at Columbia, I sold Fremont, I sold Georgetown, I sold all this other stuff, and I was just like, like I had Rude Awakening and like, whatever. And then when Kapow came out, Robbie was like, dude, if you didn't believe me then, try this fucking beer. And it was unbelievable. I have like never had a beer that tasted the way that did when I first tried it.
What's the brewery scene in Winthrop like these days?
It's mostly the one.
Is it just
mostly
that?
the one.
Is there room for any others? I don't know. It's not very
Mostly
big.
the one. With a couple locations.
Yeah.
But they do such a good job.
Yes,
I haven't
yeah.
been
I've been to
Winthrop
Winthrop,
in
but I have not
forever.
been to Old Schoolhouse. But
It's so
just
cool.
curious.
They like blew up during like COVID because they did like the clear dome things outside on their patio, and those ended up getting booked out by like 6 months, and they were like this
Right on the river's edge.
Yeah, it was so cool. I wanted to go, and could not get a reservation. But they had like these cool outdoor domes, and you could like sit in them and have dinner. It was like a slightly upscaled version of like Hama Hama's seating space.
Nice.
Less cardboard. So yeah, Old Schoolhouse is definitely. I mean, like they are some of my favorite fresh hops every year. I think Hop Massager and Fresh Hop Stowaway are like some of the most incredible beers. But yeah, Vice is doing, as far as I know, like 11 different versions, including some collabs. Lumberbeard has a bunch coming out. Actually, I'm gonna pull up Austin's list right now.
I'm excited for some Stoop, fresh hops.
Dude, Stoop is
always
gonna
good.
be like Stoop every year. I mean, Hop Fiend is like so good. Which Stoop wasn't on his list. I feel like that should have been at least an honorable mention. I think that one of the first comments somebody was like, "Hey, what the fuck? There's no Stoop on here." So Brewhouse. This is in alphabetical order, not in like any other order. But Brewhouse, which I don't know if I've ever had a fresh hop.
I haven't.
Brewhouse. I think maybe he shared one with me last year, but their hoppy beers are like unreal already.
Yeah. I wonder what the name is.
Or if you'll be able to
Death hop.
tell what the beer is from
Yeah.
the label. I always use Brewhouse's like labels as an example of like generally what not to do as a brewery. I love their artwork. It's
but they look
incredible.
really, really
But I could
cool.
not
Yeah.
tell you what kind of beer that was
Right.
if you put a fucking
Black
gun to
type
my
on
head. Cloudburst, which is like already going to be awesome since their first one apparently is a fucking gold dot collab. Everywhere, which is that's like a cool inclusion to me. So if you're not familiar, Everywhere is a California brewery that opened up, I think, a brew pub in Portland. So they have a location up here. Vice just did a collab with them actually, which I'll send you details on, Ron.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
But they make really good beers, like very, I'm almost like brew house like hazies, and then like San Diego style West Coast, so like very dry, very pale, very aroma forward West Coast IPAs, and then it's like pastry stuff. They're really, really good. So I have no clue what a fresh hop from those guys would be like, but they're up here now, so it's probably gonna be awesome. Fast Fashion, which made incredible fucking fresh hops last year. Formula was on his list.
Really?
Do you know if they did any fresh hops last year? Does anybody know? They did do fresh hops?
Okay.
What did they do, Tristan?
I don't remember, but they were like the most popular tent at Fresh Hop Fest.
Oh, shit. Okay.
People loved them.
Yeah. That makes sense, because that was like fresh off of his like 3 World Beer Cup medals.
And they did that collab with Lumberbeard that just came in yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Extra Pale, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are killing it. I feel like Issaquah is about to like pop off a little bit now that Formula is kind of anchoring their craft beer scene. I just got word that like a new bottle shop is opening up there.
Really?
Yeah, which that's the first time in a long time anybody's tried to do that in Issaquah.
Yeah.
But I think the success
Someone's not reading the news.
I guess. But I want to be positive about it.
I just read something that tap rooms are taking over beer shops in terms of popularity.
Yeah,
You think
so
that's
that was
true?
yeah, I was going to say we should do a whole episode on that. I read that. I read that piece, and I like have mixed feelings about it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any authority to like say whether or not it's true or not. But I did have mixed feelings about it. Did you guys catch that like piece? It was why
days
tap
ago.
rooms are dying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I can't remember the actual publication. I should know it because
I should too, because
it's on the tip of my tongue.
I wrote about it.
Tell
But,
us about it though. What is
So yeah, the thesis essentially was like tap rooms, like actual brewery tap rooms, are becoming more popular than like beer bars essentially, because the curation is different.
All about beer.
Is all about beer. Yes. God. Curation at beer bars isn't quite what it used to be. So like the benefits of like going to a place that might curate a really great tap list for you just aren't outweighed anymore by like connecting directly with a brewery and the vibe that you might get going directly to the place where something is made. I'm going to repeat what you say. So Paul's assertion is that especially as the beer business as a whole starts to turn, people are buying bottle shops, but they didn't start them. And so their connection to this industry, and I assume along with that, their ability to convey these stories to consumers the way the person who opened that business might have been able to, is kind of waning. And so if you actually go to the place where these things are made and you want to have like a unique experience or special experience, you're better off hearing it from the people who made it or from the source itself.
They immediately add cocktails once they
Yeah.
buy it, since those are up.
Yeah, it's true too. I know. Everybody's like, beer bars just serve cocktails and seltzer now. But like,
And NA beers.
and maybe that's like true to. I mean, the Parkway started serving cocktails not that long ago, but their tap list is still fucking
is.
incredible.
Yeah.
I think I kind of, to his point, I think it depends on the bottle shop that you go to, and I don't think you can make the statement broadly because it depends on who's behind
Right.
It
putting
does.
together, the
Yeah.
the availability or the selection or whatever. And yeah, there are some people who are just picking whatever and just throwing it on the shelves, and whereas other folks are, they
Sure.
have a relationship, they have a history, they're, procuring stuff that's, that the people really, really want, and thoughtful, and more connection to the industry and the.
I think that's true, but
Yeah.
I have the feeling that Paul's reason for this might be like more widespread than you would think initially. But yeah, I don't know. I like going to breweries. It's always great. But I also really like going to a place. I mean, your tap list today is a great example of like why going to a bottle shop is awesome. I like have a hard time choosing a beer right now off of your list because it's all great. And maybe there are beer businesses where that's getting less and less common. I mean, we've probably complained about that sort of thing before. Edison City, before it closed, was like known for that for years. Small list, really well curated, hard to pick a beer because everything is just like so good. And you still
Like
have
Rusty
places,
Goat.
Rusty Goat, totally. I was about to say that. But Rusty Goat also has yet to kind of blow up in that way. He does great. But people really only talk about it as like a secret shop.
Yeah, but there's other reasons to why that is. I don't think it's because of what he's pouring.
That's true. He's only open 3 days a week.
Tough to see.
And his social media is virtually non-existent. So,
As far as I know, it's not his fault.
no, I understand. No,
But,
I'm just saying that it's not because of what he's pouring. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Does he do bottles and cans?
Just a little bit.
No.
Yeah, he's like a little cooler with the NA stuff and maybe some packaged beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I did see that. I've like been trying to form my opinion about it. Although now I have to rethink it now that Paul fucking chimed in because that was a great point.
I think it's an
I think
excellent
the
point.
aspect of community was attached to that too, as a big part for the breweries.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Rally around the family.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Fresh hops.
Oh yeah. Where were we?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
That's been my mindset for like, I don't know, a month and a half straight now.
Totally.
Fort George always does great fresh hops every single year. Gold Dot, which I think I had 2 fresh hops that they did last year.
That sounds right.
Fucking amazing, though. Always excellent. Hetty Alice, which I am very much looking forward to. I think all of those hoppy beers so far have been great. Big West Coast IPA brewery. And like pale, dry, like all Pilsner malt West Coast IPAs. So I'm super excited for that.
And he did it years at Freem.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Holy Mountain, which every year. Holy Mountain, I think still does Wet Wired, right? Their Cloudburst collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beer's fucking excellent, dude. Oh my gosh. It's like chewy, like crazy resinous fresh hop beer.
They trade where they brew back and forth.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that.
I don't think I fresh hopped until I that went.
I know it is. Yeah, it is kind of a signifier of the season in a way. Who else is on here? Human People. Also super excited about that. I don't know if they're doing any fresh hops. I don't know if I've seen plans about it. If you guys aren't familiar, so Human People is the like new project of a couple of folks who came from Modern Times, and their beers so far are so good. Have you guys been up there yet?
I haven't been there, but
Okay.
we poured them.
Oh, you've poured them already.
Yeah.
How'd you get them? They come down.
They came here. Cool. Yeah. And they go
Showed
fast.
up. They
Yeah.
just walk in the door sometimes.
Yeah, they came to me. Yeah. Sweet brag, Ron. Their beer's so good.
Well, you go and get them from other places, so you deserve every once in a while for them to come to you know? I'm still trying to wrap my head around how any brewery is doing more than like 3 fresh hop beers. Like
Yeah.
Double digits. it's
in
like-
the brewery itself
Yeah.
is like a whole thing to plan that out, like 3
Yeah.
different fresh hop brews, but then obviously down the line, the packaging schedule, the selling schedule, where's it all going? You have to sell so much fresh hop beer like all at once.
Yeah.
That's a logistical thing.
Fucking nightmare. Yeah, every year.
Yeah, and the beer bars went 6 barrels, not half barrels. So they can
yeah.
burn through them.
Shut up, Ron.
You will take them.
You shut your whore mouth about that. You're getting half barrels, and you're gonna like it.
He doesn't have any room for half barrels. We have room for like 1.5 barrel, maybe 2.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I'll get you whatever you want, Ron. So if you're new here, and you have not done fresh hop stuff before, what Bethany's talking about, so this is harvest season is fresh hop season. So there's really only a short window of time where you can go and pick hops, and there's really only one or two spots in the world where you can drink fresh hop beers the way that we get to indulge in them in the Pacific Northwest. But from pretty much today, which is like when folks are going over, through probably like the first or second week of October, maybe first week of October, people are going over, picking fresh hops that are not kilned, not dried, not preserved in any way, taking them literally off of the plant, and then loading up their cars, trucks, vans, whatever the fuck they have, and driving directly to their brewery where their wort is already boiling, where their beer is already being made, so they can dump all of those extremely fresh, just picked off the plant hops into the beer. And what you get is a beer that is like explosive, aromatic, way more flavorful than most beers are throughout the year, with the exception of like a few really tremendous hoppy beers. But yeah, that's what fresh hop season is. And the reason it's a logistical nightmare is for all of those reasons. Like, you have to get over there, you have to get the hops immediately, you have to drive immediately 4 hours, sometimes 5-6 hours, back to your brewery to get it into a beer that's already being made.
With construction
That
on
too.
I-90.
Yeah, fuck.
And sometimes they take like the whole vine and everything. So sometimes they actually take the whole thing and then they have to pick them and stuff.
Sure.
So they've, I know E9 will have the picking party.
the neighborhood
when they
party,
get
yeah.
back from Yakima. And so it's just like, the whole process.
And that is a sticky and itchy
It
process.
is, yes.
Sticky, itchy, and like the sheer volume of fresh hops is a lot. Like just a 10-barrel batch, you're talking about like you're filling this whole room with like bags of fresh hops.
Yeah.
Like, so there is no hanging on to them and like brewing with them later. Even if you could, there's no room to like have that many
Nope.
hops, and then brewing with them is a whole cleaning out process too. They go in somewhere, they have to come out somewhere, and it's just there's so many. So to do like more than one, I only ever did one. Like, I can't imagine doing like
11.
multiple
Yeah,
fresh hop beers. So kudos to all those breweries out there
I know.
doing it.
We're like in the stage right now where breweries are like, hey, can you tell me how much of this beer you're going to buy in 6 weeks? And I'm like, no, I cannot.
Right, because
I have
you're
no fucking
overloaded.
clue.
Well, and
Yeah.
you're in, you got plenty of people coming in being like, will you buy this beer? And yeah,
For
I
sure.
don't know. That's
There's like definitely breweries that everybody wants their shit and we never get enough of it. And so I will buy everything they will give us. Old School House can be like that sometimes. Block 15 is another version of that, right? They don't do a lot of fresh hops, but the ones they do immediately go. Great Notion was like that. They only did a few fresh hops ever. I think they're doing more now. But like when we sold them, I would take everything they would offer. But then there are some breweries who are like, no, I really need to know how many you're going to buy because I need to know how many fucking hops I need to fit in my truck coming back. And it's like so hard to make those predictions. And in
Right.
general, I would rather under promise and over deliver, but that's like not a good philosophy when people are trying to do production planning.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, it is break time. I'm going to chug the rest of this colorful flight that I have in front of me.
That's a lot of chugging.
And then, probably grab one more beer. But stick around for just a minute. We'll be right back.
Greetings, listeners. Thank you for listening to yet another Channel 253 Podcast Network episode.
This episode is only able to happen thanks to the listeners who have supported Channel 253 with a membership of $4 a month or $40 a year. They help keep the microphones running. And if you appreciate what I really think is like a public service to the people of Tacoma, I hope you will support what we're doing.
Especially at this time when there's a mayoral race in Tacoma, and we're trying to cover that, as well as all the other things that we cover: food, beer,
Politics, moving to Tacoma, just the interesting people around town. We've got a lot to check out. So if you like what we're doing, visit channel253.com/membership. And thank you.
Okay, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out during the break. As always, a quick shout out to Doug, our wonderful producer. Makes us sound great every single week.
Thanks, Doug.
Lovers.
And a shout out to Channel 253. I know you guys started on the break, but please do go support Channel 253. It is getting more and more important by the day to stay connected to your community and know what's going on around you. And that is a great way to do it. If you're stuck in that I-5 traffic and you want to use that time wisely, listen to some of the podcasts on that network, and it's amazing. Thanks as always to Chris, who puts us on video every single week.
Thanks, Chris.
Please do go to youtube.com and find Great and Great Podcast and follow along on video. Thanks.
us.
If you're watching, we love you.
Watch us drink beer.
What's up?
Watch us drink
Yeah,
beer.
watch us drink beer.
Yeah.
And engage in shenanigans. Speaking of drinking beer and shenanigans, what is this, Ron?
Oh, the Fort George, sometimes things take longer. And it's a stout and barley wine blend.
Oh, my.
So
Nice.
delicious.
How very Anchorage of them.
Yes, yes.
It's very good. Cheers, Sean.
Oh, wow.
Probably not triple oaked. though.
Probably not. Boy, that's lovely.
We like how it just clings
Yeah,
to the
it's
glass.
It's just creamy good.
It's very sugary.
Yeah,
Christmas in August.
so good.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It is very like winter spice.
I mean,
like,
yeah. None.
All right. What else are we drinking that everybody lost their nut about on the break here? Sorry, that was rude. What is Kettle House?
It's Kettle House Cold Smoke Scotch Ale
Which you cannot get over here.
No,
from
Cannot.
Missoula.
Yep. And they don't distribute over here.
To
But there's
Washington
always
at all?
inklings that
Bethany,
maybe
did
it
you
could
bring-
happen someday.
really?
Did you bring
Because of
this?
Tall Mike.
You brought this?
No, Ron.
Ron was
I
able
was
to get
just
it.
in Montana, but no, I didn't bring any.
Sorry,
bring any
losers.
beer
Drink it
back.
all.
Didn't
Actually,
think we could appreciate it, huh?
Actually, normally we drive over, but we flew this year, so that's a little harder to pack back. But we drink this all the time when we're in Montana. It's like we get to the cabin and we drink a cold smoke. It's like
Cool.
such
that's
a
cool.
nostalgic beer for
A
me.
little
Yeah,
tradition.
It's made in Boner, Montana.
Missoula.
Well, it says Bonner on here. I was making a boner joke. That didn't even get
immediately
close.
were like, "Sure, go."
Actually,
Shot that down.
Pronounced Missoula.
It's not a tumor.
Pronounced bone.
Hey, honey, I got a Missoula.
Fuck.
and here we go.
You would think it was a doubleheader today, but it's not. We're actually taking a quick break after this
We
for a
don't have
week.
any company, that's why.
Nobody will come
No
on.
one's supervising
No.
No one's supervising.
I was just saying that I love episodes like this. I love having people on, but sometimes I just want to have a fucking beer with you guys.
Yeah. So Ron, you got this from your neighbor who went
Yes,
to Montana.
neighbor Jane, neighbor Jim,
So nice
who
of
works, who travels to Montana a lot.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
It's a great Scotch ale. Right? Oh, it's a Scotch ale.
Yep.
Also, is a style. And it's a
That's funny. It
snowboarding
doesn't
term.
feel like a
cold smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't feel like a Scotch ale. At least, like there's American versions of Scotch ale, and then there's like actual Scottish beers, and it like feels like a funny in between those two. It's
Ooh, that's a
delicious.
good one.
Must be the
Yeah.
cold smoke.
Must be.
I don't have an empty glass to drink one, but
I don't
will.
either.
Oh,
I'm
When
gonna have
I-
to pound my.
Sorry.
you have to guzzle your
Well, you
barley
just
wine.
have to
to pound
can.
my.
I'm
pound
not
my
guzzling a
cum.
barley wine.
I got you.
Oh.
Shotgun a cold
Yeah.
smoke.
Rich is gonna-
Shotgun?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Be the first shotgun
know
in the
what?
Great and Grain.
She would
Yeah,
do
right.
it.
Yeah,
She
right.
would do it.
No, I would.
We haven't had
Not
a
this.
shotgun.
Not
10
live.
years
You
ago,
guys
Saber, I
Shotgun
would have.
episode.
You guys have done shotguns on the back
Oh, we did.
patio
Dave's
of the
here.
parkway.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
We
Yeah.
didn't do it live on air, but you
No.
guys have in fact done. You have shotgun with
With
Dave.
You and
yeah.
me did one in a brewery.
Mar-
Fact
Yeah.
check Phaedra. Clocking
Every
in.
once in a while, there's some
Yeah.
clarity, and then
Cheers to
it's
Doug
gone.
at everybody's.
Yeah.
That's 100% what that was.
Fresh hops.
Fresh hops. Where are we at?
Thank you, Bethany.
Yeah.
CO2 tank. CO2 tank.
Fresh hops.
Force the reader.
Fresh hop fun.
We left off at Human People, which I am also super excited about. So Icicle on the list.
Always wins awards.
Always wins awards, dude. I don't know. I don't know why I do this, but in my head, Icicle still. I don't know. I don't think of them in that. I just think of Dark Persuasion, which is incredible, and
Yes.
Darker Persuasion, which is even better. But like for hoppy beer, they crush it, and you just don't. I don't know why they're not even in that conversation anymore. But like World Beer Cup, we were sitting doing a podcast, and they were announcing World Beer Cup results, and they won the best hazy IPA in the world, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, those guys are
Tough one,
100% of the conversation. They're so good.
They have so many IPA series, and they're at like number 17 and 18 of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yep.
Crank them out.
They just kill it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be great. Kings and Daughters on there for sure.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't know if I tried any fresh hops from Kings and Daughters last year. Did you get any from them?
I can't remember actually, but I bet you they were soft and delicious.
And low ABV, which is what I love about them.
Yeah.
Also, thank you so much. Thanks,
Wow, look
Rich.
at that.
Rich
Yeah.
coming with it.
Yeah, coming in clutch.
Lad and Lass, great additions.
Oh my gosh, so talented.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
That was Barry just did a collab with them. And it's, I mean, like every beer that it has Lad and Lass on the name is like going to be great. They're amazing. But that's another one where like, I don't know if I had a fresh hop from them, but they make such good beer generally. Like Kings and Daughters is like this. I don't think I had a fresh hop from them, but if I saw one, that would be the first beer that I grabbed.
Yeah.
Living House, gonna be incredible. Love seeing Lucky Envelope on Austin's list. So yeah, Lucky's they do a Centennial Pilsner every year that's like kind of early, and it's really, really good. So that'll be kind of an early one. And then they normally do two. This year they're gonna do three. So they're gonna have a late harvest fresh hop IPA, which is gonna be really good.
Ravenna's doing 7 this year.
7?
And they're brewing today their Hallertau lager.
Okay, they're the other one brewing today.
Yeah, they got them from Goshi.
Cool.
Yeah.
These things are happening in such real time. It's like Colleen's sports event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. Yeah. I know. Who else is? Everybody look at your Instagram lives.
Moment.
Right now, Ravenna Brewing.
Yeah.
The hops are answering.
We need like a ticker board that has like
Yeah.
social media
Yes.
announcements for fresh hop beers.
So exciting. We didn't talk about what we were drinking, speaking of Lucky Envelope, but I'm now drinking the Fancy Lads West
Oh,
Coast
nice.
IPA.
That's the beer that I was just mentioning.
You can have some.
So yeah, Fancy Lads is amazing. So they're doing it's Lucky Envelope's 10-year anniversary, and so all of the brewers that have kind of gone through Lucky Envelope and trained
right on.
have moved on to other fantastic breweries.
Yeah.
Lad and Lass, Holy Mountain, Sun River, all fucking world-class breweries. All cut their teeth with Barry in one way or another, and so now for this year, they're going through the whole year and doing collabs with their old brewers who have moved on.
The
to,
special
I love
labels,
this.
mostly white.
yeah.
Is this kind of a
Yeah.
trend right now? I've seen another brewery doing this too, where they like get together with old brewers. I think the Flying Bike Co-op
Oh, cool. Yes.
is doing the same thing, or
Yes,
they
yes.
at least did a collab recently. I think I saw on Instagram because I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"There's
well,
Kevin
good.
for him."
Yeah,
Yeah.
good move.
I think it's a trend. I think it's trending.
I like
think
it
it's
a lot.
cool. Me
Actually,
too.
I like the idea that people kind of do this in a way. Like, if you know that the brewer of this new place brewed at this other place who also made great beer, you kind of immediately. I mean, like Jesse at Formula is a great example. Like brew at Chainline for a long time, which makes world class beer.
Yeah.
Best German Pilsner on the planet right now.
Wins tons of awards.
Wins tons of awards. And so when he opens up a place, you're like, oh, this guy brewed here. That's amazing. And so when somebody comes from Lucky Envelope, like those guys won GABF medals their first year that they were open, which is unfucking believable. So brewers come in, learn from somebody like Barry, and then go off and do other things. I like the idea that like quality is tied to the brewer as well as the brewery. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Is Juan Ebert on that list?
No, it's not.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to give him shit about that,
It's on
actually.
your list.
It's on my list.
Good.
They've won awards in the past.
Yeah. Lumberbeard is on there, which they do always like make fantastic fresh hops. We've had Brett on here before. Actually, we have to go visit Brett pretty soon.
Yeah, we are.
It might end up
Stay
being a
tuned,
field trip.
everyone.
There'll be a fuck up story coming.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They're probably involving my beard.
Nobody leaves Spokane without a fuck up story. That's never happened.
Yeah, never mind.
Mostly from one-way streets.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
So many.
Mirage, of course. I also like that like half of this list we've had on the podcast. That makes me feel pretty good. Mirage, always awesome. Obelisk is a great idea for this. Their beer doesn't really make it over here as far as I know,
Yeah.
but they're awesome, newish Astoria brewery that just is killing it right now.
That's what everyone's talking about.
Yep, they're doing so good. Old Schoolhouse, we just talked about. Project 9 is a great addition to this list, actually. So they also just won a World Beer Cup medal, but they're a relatively new brewery, and also every year that they've been open, they've won a major award. particularly in hoppy beer categories. They do not fuck around when it comes to hops. They will throw 10 pounds of hops per barrel in a beer just to like see what happens. All the homebrewers are like, what the fuck would you do? Google diminishing returns. But their beers are so good. Their beers are so good, and honestly, all those people are super nice. But I imagine they're like another. I've never had a fresh hop from Project 9, but their hoppy beers are so good by themselves that there's no way they're not going to do a fantastic job during the season. Ravenna, who you already mentioned, Ruse is on here, which I love seeing. I don't know what, like, Ruse is still so great, but I feel like because maybe their beer just isn't up here as often as it used to be, people don't think about it that often.
I think because Stu picked them up and delivers them. But
kind of
like Ben and I used to go down there like every other week. So we don't do that anymore.
Right.
So we just wait.
What was the... Geez, it's going to drive me crazy. What was the brewery that Ruse started out of? Started with a C.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to drive me fucking nuts. That's where I had Ruse for the first time like 10 years ago.
I can't think of it.
Somebody knows. So yeah, when they first started, I had like a hazy IPA. Somebody does know.
Somebody's listening.
I'm going to think about it. I'm
Yelling
going to think about it the minute I step out the door. And I'm going to feel so dumb. Nah, it's not there.
Do you want to go out the door? We can.
I'll figure it out.
We can
too.
hold it down while you're out there.
Culmination. Fucking nailed it.
Right, they were Culmination Brewers.
So they were at Culmination.
Yeah. So they were brewing their beers at Culmination.
Their beer at Culmination. I went to Culmination and had Ruse stuff for the first time. And it was like a hazy IPA and like a lime gose.
Yeah,
it was like so good.
The owner of Culmination said, "Sure, brew your beers here."
Yep. And then they outlasted them. Ruse is so good, and it's like a bummer to not see their beer up here as often. But I also know that like they have multiple locations that are like popping off and crazy
especially
popular.
That pizza place.
I know they're like
delish.
Yeah, they're doing so good. So I would love to see their fresh hops actually make it up here. Sig on the list.
Yeah,
awesome to see a Tacoma brewery. I think Jeff said that he was doing 7 different fresh hops.
Sigs. Or 6?
6.
Okay.
7.
Sigs?
Yep.
7 from Sig.
7 from Sig, 6 of which will make it into cans.
Damn, Jeff.
I know.
Yeah.
Get it.
Busy motherfucker. Single Hill.
There you go.
I would consider the undisputed king of
They do
fresh
weekly
hop beer.
awards.
Yeah. Every beer they've ever made during fresh hop season.
Yeah.
They're, I mean, like.
They
also,
collab with people.
Yeah.
And then the
Fresh Hop Rodeo.
Fresh Hop Rodeo. The community votes with the winner. And it's fun.
However, like internal industry news is that Tristan, the absolutely wonderful brewer who was at Single Hill for many years, is now at Trapdoor making beer.
I heard that.
Which,
last week? I think so, yeah.
Relatively new news.
Yeah.
Probably not our business to tell, but whatever. However, Zach, who is still at Single Hill, like brewed at Odell's, is a fantastic beer maker. And at least to my knowledge, was kind of the person behind like pelletizing fresh hops, increasing access to essential oils. Like
Vader and I actually did it.
We did that.
you guys did that?
Yeah,
We did that.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
really
So Energy Cone's coming back.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Are you
The
guys
Devo
doing,
beer.
You guys doing it again?
We're going over.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So that fucking beer, Energy Cone, might be, at least for the last 3 years that it's been made, might be the best fresh hop beer
Wins awards.
that anybody has ever made. That is an unbelievable beer.
When you guys are going over?
It's sometime around the beginning of September.
Stay tuned for the
So,
fucking story.
totally. Such is the nature of fresh hop season. Hey, the broker called. They're ready right now. Can you guys get over here in 3 hours?
Somewhere between September 8th and September 10th.
Yakima's a good time in September, I gotta tell you.
It smells good.
It's a fun time.
Like a tractor.
Yeah. Well, not really.
And hops.
And lots of hops.
Stemma on the list.
Stemma.
Wonderful beer.
Yeah.
Have you been up to their new place?
No.
I haven't either.
I have not.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's great.
It's enormous.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's enormous.
I haven't been up there in so long.
The banner's still on the ceiling?
I didn't look at the CLE that I remember.
Dude, I love Stemma beer, man. I love Stemma beer. I think they do a fantastic job. I don't actually know that I've ever had a fresh hop from Stemma, though.
Can't think of it.
I can't think of one either.
So if one's made it down here, I feel bad for not trying it, but I enjoy pretty much every beer they make. Structures, fucking
Structures.
always incredible. Trapdoor, again, where previous Single Hill brewer is now making beer. Trapdoor already made very good beer. I have the feeling with somebody like Tristan on the deck, it's probably going to level up quite a bit.
Remind me where Trapdoor is. Are
Vancouver.
They are in Vancouver.
Yep.
Okay.
Right down the street from Heathen.
Yep.
So he moved from Yakima. We assume Yakima to.
Probably, yeah, I don't totally know.
I was doing that jump in my mind.
I know. I was just like, where is it?
It's a
Okay.
different location.
You know, I get it, but yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like we were just talking about how quality kind of gets tied to people's names sometimes,
Yeah.
and then sometimes
Yeah.
to the brewery.
Yeah.
He's like Single Hill is obviously a fantastic brewery,
Yeah.
but knowing that he was from Single Hill and now.
Continue.
Now,
This will just make people, anybody that's not watching YouTube is going to want to watch YouTube now.
yeah, like, what the fuck just happened?
Subscribe to YouTube,
Go
all
to
right?
YouTube
You
right
couldn't
now.
have made that any weirder.
I don't know.
Going down.
Yeah, like and subscribe. But yeah, he's like a brewer that I tie quality to, and so like I imagine a lot of the stuff that made Single Hill great is obviously going to stay, but a lot of the stuff that made it great is also going to go over to Trapdoor and fill in whatever gaps might have existed there, which wasn't a ton because they already make great beer.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. I'm really
adding
curious
some
to
new
see
personality to it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Really curious to see. Like at that point, it takes like a really particular knowledge to refine somebody's beer beyond Glowed Up. Glowed Up is like a phenomenal hazy IPA, and that's like what I think is like the epitome of their work in a way.
Yeah.
It's as popular as it is for a reason. But if somebody comes in and they're like, well, you could probably do this and make it just a little bit different or a little bit better, that's like how beer goes from like A to A plus in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm really
agree.
excited
I
to
totally
see
agree.
that. Varietals on the list. Also,
Yeah.
similarly undisputed kings of fresh hop beer. Because they're also
Right
30 minutes.
there.
Yeah, they're fucking.
They're all there.
They can walk.
How many beers are on this list?
Okay, between.
We're going to have to do a double.
Yeah, I was getting just,
Doug, are you getting bored?
well, because that's my first question. Then my second question is, Paul, how many are you going to drink?
All of them.
A lot. Yeah.
Like, oh,
There's a percentage. or a
Austin
number.
did assure me that he wasn't going to do another 120 plus beers this
Yeah.
year. It's going to be much more targeted, and I imagine he'll probably cut that amount in half. If you assume that every beer cost him $6 to drink, which is on the low end,
Yeah.
that motherfucker went
it's a
pretty
lot.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta have the budget
so-
for it.
All right, you can do it, Paul.
Whoever drinks the most fresh hop beers this season gets the guest spot on the.
My money's
Oh
on
no!
Paul.
Now you've done it.
It's been said.
Now
Yeah.
you've done it.
Paul, I'm on Team Paul.
I also believe in Paul. That's fair. Your Midwest liver. Dude, I'm gonna make a wheat beer and call it Midwest liver. That's the next beer I make is Midwest liver. And it's
Boulevard
gonna be American wheat.
There you go.
And then the last one is Vice, again, doing 11 beers. Honorable mention to E9 and Old Stove. Old Stove also on that list is, like, to me, a good idea because Old Stove makes fantastic
you
beer.
go.
And I've gushed about, like Wet Coast making, like, a one-off, really fantastic, I think, Strata fresh hop beer a few years ago.
I want to say Sabro.
Sabro, it
Yeah.
was Sabro, yeah. Just fresh, young, green coconut, like from top to bottom. And this beer was absolutely fantastic. Old Stove did something similar, I think, last year or the year before.
Yeah.
Like, they released a couple of fresh hops. They were all pretty good. And then there was one of them where I was like, Jesus Christ. And I think they ended up winning second or third at Fresh Hop Fest. I might be wrong. But yeah, they ended up medaling for one
Old
of them.
Stove,
And it
yeah.
was, like, absolutely fucking tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. This, like, it's like everybody's. It's a whole season where, like, all these breweries just bring every, like, imaginable A-game tool they can to the table and release these, like, great beers. And
They won the Pale Ale with their Fresh Hop Citra.
yeah, that's right. Dude, that was so okay. That beer was the best expression of Citra I think I have ever had.
The IPA last year was Mirages Before the Rain.
Yeah. You have game stats there, Ron? I should have.
And then the Imperial IPA was Taproom in San Diego with Moving Targets.
Damn.
Yeah. He's up here all the time because he is from here.
Yeah, I should call that guy.
Yeah.
I think you might know the answer.
That's Tristan.
Browns Point won everything for the homebrew version.
Yeah.
You guys only medaled once, and it was you? Crazy.
Nice.
Tristan. That's Tristan for everyone
That
listening.
is Tristan.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not Chauncey.
Tristan.
Oh, the listeners know that.
They know. It's either
They know
Tristan or Hibbs or Michael. Actually, you guys have a bunch of talented brewers.
So when is Fresh Hop Fest? Do we know? Do we
The
have
actual
that
date,
information?
Ron's got it.
Ron's got it. Hold, please.
Talk amongst yourself.
Wow, look at you, Ron. You're so prepared.
First week.
It is fuck up story time.
First week in
So,
October?
if there is such a thing.
October 4th.
October
And they're
4th.
moving it to the state park there. I mean, the fairgrounds there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's moving.
That's pretty cool. Actually.
60 plus breweries, cideries, and wineries.
I think I need to go to that this year.
VIP entry at 4.
If I wasn't going to Corn Maze Fest, I would be at Fresh Hop Fest. But I'm
Although
going
it
to Corn
fights
Maze.
with
Are
the
you
Greek
going
Fest,
back
which
there?
is tough.
Dude,
Are you
it's
going to
a
have some 450s?
great. I want 450 back in the States so
Yeah.
bad.
What are you guys talking about?
Okay. So Fresh Hop Fest is the first weekend of October. That same weekend is Corn Maze Beer Fest. It's in Columbus, Indiana at 450 North. And to this day is like one of my favorite festivals that I've
That
ever
sounds like
attended.
fun,
You
actually.
just get
It's-
drunk and get lost, or what?
Yup. Yeah.
Wasn't that the case of Firestone Walker?
You can also do it at Firestone.
You
can also do it
anything
live.
you want.
You can do it
Yeah.
Any festival.
Any beer festival, quite frankly.
You believe in yourself. So
if you work hard enough.
Yeah.
like Columbus, Indiana is much smaller than Columbus, Ohio, and really just has like a couple of like subset towns and like corn farms. 450 North is on a big farm, and they carve a corn maze into their field, and so it's like a corn maze, and then a big clearing and a bunch of breweries in the clearing, and then like multiple channels to escape, and then a big clearing. The only thing that
so
they give to
cool.
help you is like these big tall flags in the middle of each clearing, but you totally don't know like
Oh my gosh.
which direction to even reach
Yeah,
those
right.
flags.
That's hilarious.
It's super fun. Also, corn stalks hurt when they,
they
are
do.
cut really short. They dry out,
Yeah.
and I fell on one and hurt my thigh pretty bad.
Is that our fuck up story?
That might be a fucking story. That whole,
Then you
that
see
whole
children
day
on
was
the
kind of a
corn.
fuck up
Children
story.
of the corn. I have a little story, but it's not a fuck up story per se. But it's Fresh Hop related a little bit.
Go ahead.
I'm in.
It is time for
I'm in.
our fuck up story.
All right, Grit and Grainers, I'm Sean Jackson, and I fuck up all the God-blessed time, as we all do. So, please do regale us with your fuck up stories.
And it actually has not to do with me. It has to do with my husband, Marcus.
Even better. I love throwing people under the bus.
Well, like I said, it's not really a fuck-up story. So he went down to Arizona to visit some friends, and they went to a brewery. I think it was Four Peaks was the name of the brewery at the time. Anyway, and so was there, and he goes, and if you've met him, you know that he doesn't drink a lot when he's drinking. He's like one beer Miller is his nickname or whatever, and his palate is rather narrow. It's expanding, but it's rather narrow.
Damn.
And it's okay.
That's the meanest thing you've ever said.
I can say that
Marcus
about him
does not
because I'm
listen.
married to
Reposting
him.
He doesn't listen.
No. So anyway,
Bitch, your palate is narrow. I'm stealing that today.
that was
No, you
like
got
a
it. I'm sorry.
polite way to say it.
Continue.
It can-
Just,
yeah,
you know,
it's so nice.
he's just got a
Long but
few
narrow.
select things that he likes. Anyway, he gets up to
I'm
the
sorry.
bar and he
It's totally Grit and
says,
Grain.
We all knew it.
"So, what kind of fresh hops do you have?"
Oh,
And the bartender's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you have any fresh hop on draft?" And blank look, and they're like, "What? And so he's like, "Oh, well, never mind. Just give me, do you have a hazy or do you have a whatever?" And so he got his beer. So the brewer was in the back of the brewery and came out and said, "Who's asking? I need to know who the fuck is asking for a fresh hop beer."
because the bartender was like, "Hey, do we have
Yeah,
fresh
hey,
beers?"
what's a fresh hop? And there's this guy out here asking for a fresh
Yeah.
hop beer. And the guy's like, who's asking for fresh hop beer in Arizona? Do you even know what you're talking about? And the thing is that Marcus didn't. He just knew that when he would go somewhere in Washington
during this
season, fresh hop was what he loved, and that's what he would always get. And so he just had no idea because he's not in the industry. He doesn't know anything about it, and he just knew that fresh hop is what you get when it's available. And so he thought
it's the time of the year.
Yeah,
the time of the year.
Absolutely.
And so you just gotta, fresh hop.
I'm in
just,
Antarctica. It's the time of the year.
How are they not air-mailed fresh hops down here?
Yeah. And the brewer's like, no, we don't get that. And Marcus is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, whatever. I didn't quite understand, but I just knew that it's really good. And
Throw salt in the wound of that brewer.
Yeah, no, and he was actually very, very nice and just said, no, I wish, I would love to do that, but this is how it works because you live up there. Because where are you from? Because you're not from here, clearly. And
around
he's
here.
like, you ain't from around here, boy. and exactly. So anyway, it's
all I can think of is Ned Beatty now.
Totally. Anyway,
well, it highlights how lucky we are
but
to be in our region.
Exactly. Yeah. But he likes telling that story because it's just like,
There really are, If you're listening, or again, if you're new to this, like that's a good example of like how very regionally and like kind of globally specific this thing is. Go out, look for fresh hop beers. Even if you're not a beer drinker, like you might actually really dig it if you know that it's fresh, not oxidized, like high quality. It's like the time to connect to this world in a way that most people don't get to.
Yeah.
And even as far as Arizona, you're all like, hey, what the fuck? We don't do that kind of thing here.
We don't do that. We don't do that here. No, it was pretty funny. So he likes telling that story because
All right, Grit and Grainers. Email us at cheers@gritandgrainpodcast.com with your comments, hop-fueled hallucinations, and building a pillow fort out of wet citra cones, pressing lupulin into incense cones, and pondering whether your soulmate is just a brewer who whispers strata in their sleep. We read and drink everything we receive and will respond before the cones dry out, preferably while sprawled on a Yakima Valley truck bed, pockets full of fresh Amarillo hops, face buried in burlap sacks of El Dorado like some kind of hop-drunk woodland creature. You can subscribe to Grit and Grain on Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, and iHeartRadio, and Stitcher, and please leave us a review. Also, check us out on Channel 253 and gritandgrainpodcast.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube for Harvest Notes, beer news, and snapshots of the season where nature and obsession collide. The valley humming with tractors at midnight, floodlights cutting across the hop fields like cathedral beams, kilns breathing out clouds of malted sugar air, and brewers pressing ears to the bills as if they're themselves are whispering prophecy. Every fresh hot pint becomes a cathedral disguised as liquid. Every sip a sermon about late summer lust, top cutter rumbles, and how sunlight can be trapped in sticky yellow dust. Every sip an affair, fleeting, illicit, doomed to vanish by November. But holy hell, does it taste like the only thing that matters right now. Love the one you're with. If this podcast is not what you expected, please alter your expectations. Fresh hops don't whisper, they seduce. 1 minute you're sniffing cones, the next you're weeping into the pint because it smells like diesel-drenched honeysuckle and the ghost of your first kiss behind a Safeway. No such thing as a bad time for a fresh hop beer.
Yeah!
No such thing as too much resin in your fingers. Yeah! Tune in next Friday for more sweet chatter. Cheers.
Cheers! Every sip a sermon is a fucking bar. That's pretty good. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at Grit and Grain Podcast wherever you get your social media and catch new episodes every Friday. Cheers.
Get up.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you. Grit and Grain is part of the Channel 253 podcast network. Check out our other shows: Nerd Farmer, Move to Tacoma, Interchangeable White Ladies, What Say You, Citizen Tacoma, and Kitchen 253.
This is Channel 253.